One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Huntington, West Virginia, Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home of the Marshall Thundering Herd. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on another team from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. In the end zone. It's Martin. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Marshall's offense will have the football first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this.
There he goes! Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Here's the pressure. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
He'll do it himself. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Back to pass, it's Turner. That's caught. It's Roberts. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Now the play fake. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this guy just stays on a roll. He's been getting to quarterbacks and making life really, really hard. He had 3 sacks a week ago, 1 already in this ball game. You better know where he is at on every single snap.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Marshall will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Oh, this is a bad, bad shank. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. So Georgia Southern's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wide open downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Eagles!
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snagged in the middle. It's Turner. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Turner. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Here's a heat. Quickly to the tight end.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
Kick is in the air. Looks it in at the 40. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The play action fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got second and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got third and goal coming up if you want to go for it on fourth.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Snags a quick pass on the left. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the period. Georgia Southern is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll try to get outside. Hard running there. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. Dropping back, it's Turner. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Unleashes one deep. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. So now it's second and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the right. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. The give to the back. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Got room to work. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Marshall quick to the line.
There's so many of these read plays with quarterbacks because they're so smart and they're so athletic now. He makes the correct read, the correct decision, goes and gets the first down. New set of downs. Great job by the quarterback.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Turner. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got a little space. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Marshall will be forced to punt. Here's the punt, and he's done better. Not much on that one. And there he goes. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Bring in the heat. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's complete to the left. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Georgia Southern will have it now, 1st and goal. Using his legs to buy some time. Gets rid of it. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Eagles.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Marshall, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Marshall quick to the line. Looking downfield, it's Turner. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And you can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Payne. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Picks up the first down. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Turner. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Off play action. Pressure coming. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Marshall will be forced to punt. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Power football with the run. Makes his man miss. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Off the play fake. Going over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. 2nd half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And the Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. Got his man. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Got flying downfield. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage.
Touchdown, Eagles! And the pummeling has started. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it out. It's Martin. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Roberts. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Roberts. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They'll run play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The 3rd down offense has not been good, and add this one to the tab. Another 3rd down stop. They give up the sack. They're down by 3+ possessions. Nothing going this offense's way.
Marshall will be forced to punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And now the hit knocks it loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. First play of the drive comes from the 38. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the 1st half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the 2nd half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking to throw, it's Turner. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Marshall will be forced to punt. Wants to bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Going for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make, breaks into the open.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Turner. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Turner. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Running behind that left side. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Rushes on him. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. We'll start with the 1st down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock. Didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Back to throw. It's French. Makes the grab. It's Ncaa. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just...
Touchdown, Georgia Southern! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. The inside handoff. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Turner. Pocket breaking down. As they say, touchdown, first down, or get down. He gets down.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that first down marker. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. Touchdown, Eagles. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
And you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. A low line drive and short kick. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He turns that loose down the right side.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Fires to the big fella. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
And listen, the defense really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. Looking for a man, it's Turner. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Marshall will be forced to punt. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Oh, look out on the right. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And it's up and no good. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Wants to throw. It's Turner. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the option. Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Herd! How about this defense taking one?
Wow.
You want something to be able to feel positive about after this game, and maybe that late touchdown will do it.
And Reese, I'm positive that stat counts on my stat line. Keep playing. Keep piling up those stats. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And the extra point was good. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll get this drive started from the 29. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. I'm sure they would have liked to have locked up a bowl trip much earlier in the season, but in this particular case, what does bowl eligibility mean for the offseason?
Well, it means 15 extra practices at the bowl game to develop young players. Getting to a bowl game helps your recruiting. It's going to help in the portal, and all of a sudden people are going to get a lot more excited for what's coming next season, David.
Yeah, and I think this squad, I don't think they're excited about the practices necessarily, but a lot of these seniors that have been around, man, they get another dance. They get a chance to play another football game, make some more memories with their boys, so this is a big win today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.